Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Inside 6 Yards. I'm your host YEATESY, and with me, as always, my co-host,
Mr. Tommygun.
Yes,
Loves
I
it.
do like that. Dude loves it.
Yeah.
So we've got with us right now, live, all the way from Perth. At the moment.
At the moment.
We have Jamie with us.
Yes, Ms. Jamie Campbell. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, guys. How you guys going?
Good. Thank
Very
you.
good.
Awesome. Thank you very much for joining us on Inside 6 Yards. We are smashing the female goalkeepers at the moment.
That didn't sound good.
That did not come out.
No. So we are, and I'm, yeah. So we, I'll take over here, Tom. You just take a seat there in the corner and think about what you said.
Take a breather.
We are really trying to
I'm sorry.
Promote.
promote, which have advertised. You know, the NPL for the women's have just started this year. Had a bit of hiccup with the coronavirus.
I had a hiccup just
But look, we're just trying to really get it out there. Obviously, it is popular and it's booming at the moment. But just really just want to light that flare and wave around the air like we just don't care. And just really get it out there. Because I think with the women's football in WA, you know, that we've had the state league for a while, and all our divisions, and it's growing, and now the women have got their own NPL. Yeah. So it's pretty killer.
Oh, it's awesome. What's your thoughts on that, being a woman goalkeeper that's been throughout the whole system, and that they've finally got an NPL and division there? What's it like for you, Jamie?
It really is super exciting to see it because I moved here 5 years ago and I was playing with Subi on the boys team. And I didn't really know about any women's teams or the Women's Premier League, which was called last year. Had no idea about it. And I was out playing with the boys, and then Stacy, who you had on the show last week, was out at one of the games and saw me warming up.
Yep.
And she found my mom. She could tell from the American accent, pretty easy to pick out who my parents are. And she's like, "Is that your daughter in goal?" And she was like, "Yeah, it is." She's like, "How about you come down to the Beckenham Angels and have a trial?" Okay. Yeah. And never even heard about it. Like, okay, awesome, we'll go out. So then the next week I went out to Beckenham and saw the women's team playing there. And at the time they had a few of the Glory Girls training there. And it was awesome to see an organized women's team. And looking at how far it's come now in just the past 3 to 4 years, it's absolutely insane to see.
Amazing. It's just really taken off, hasn't it?
It has,
Yeah, it's awesome for it's something that, you don't hear much of, but 2 or 3 years ago you don't hear much of it, but now you're hearing a lot about female goalkeepers, and it's good. The goalkeepers union is getting bigger, and it's awesome.
And it doesn't matter what gender you are.
No, it doesn't matter.
We're just all in the union together.
Yeah,
it's goalkeeper union.
That's it. Doesn't matter. What color, what sex you are, doesn't matter. If you put
what team you support.
Yeah, what team you support. But if you're Celtic, you're out of the goalkeepers union. No, it's awesome. Just pop on a pair of gloves and then all of a sudden
in you go.
Yeah, and I think that's just the one thing that we love about doing this is that you realize how strong the real goalkeepers union is, and it's awesome. But thank you very much for joining us, Jamie. Why don't we start the journey off for you? So when did you first figure out that you wanted to be that lonely person
and put those gloves on?
Yeah, and put them sexy SDL gloves on, and sit between the sticks. So at what age did you find that was something that you wanted to do?
So I was actually kind of forced in goals when I was younger. I was about 10 back when I was in the U.S. and I was playing all different sports. I was on swim team. I originally wanted to play basketball and go to college in the U.S. for a basketball scholarship. Yeah. Okay. And I was just a defender, and then the coach saw how tall I was and how far I could kick a ball, and he went, "Yep, you're good. You go and goal." Oh, and I was wearing my brother's old NFL football gloves because we would always throw the football around. So I was wearing those really thin, latex gloves.
Yeah. They're sticky, though. They're real sticky.
They are. They're insane compared to normal goalkeeper gloves.
Yeah.
But easy to break your wrist in.
Oh,
sadly. But yeah, I think I was about 10 and played in goals ever since then. I didn't really play super serious until I moved here, but it was just for good fun.
Yeah, okay. What team did you play for back in the US?
We were called the Perdido Breakers. So it was kind of like the state team for Florida in the northern parts where we were. So you go through trials, then you'd be selected as me and another goalkeeper, and then we just compete and the best would play. And I played there for about 3 years.
Okay.
And then we moved here. Then I went to trial at Subi, played goalkeeper there for a couple years, and then Beckenham, and yeah.
Yeah, that is a very intimidating name. I'm not going to lie. Like that Breakers.
Yeah.
What are the colours for Breakers? If I was going to support the Breakers, what colour would I wear?
Black and white.
Black and white.
Good, not bad colours.
Yeah,
and what was there a club logo? What was there an animal normally attached to that stuff, or
it was just it was a soccer ball.
Oh, okay.
black and white?
It wasn't too crazy. Nothing too scary. But yeah, I remember before the game, we'd always go breakers on 3, 1, 2, 3 breakers, and all just shout it out before every game.
That's cool. That's
everyone in the zone.
That is on par with the quack quack quack. Go Ducks! Like I like breakers on 3. I like that. Yeah. I might add that on Curtin on the weekend. I'll be like, Curtin, breakers on 3.
Do you know what I hate? Like when you play for a team and the name doesn't quite fit into the 1, 2, 3. Like I play at Dinella right now, and I like when we try to do something like that, it's like, Dinella on 3, and it's like 3 syllables. It doesn't quite work, and then White Eagles doesn't quite work either. So it's kind of like, what do we say? Like on 3, go team.
Just do the quack, mate. Just do the quack. Just
on 3, that was just so weird. On 3, let's quack.
Yeah, that's
1, 2, 3.
White Eagles, duck, same thing, both a bird. Both probably taste really nice, who knows?
I'm sure you could cook up a nice
duck. Put a bit of Nando sauce on it, should be right.
Easy.
He loves plugging Nando's.
Do like a cheeky Nando's. So you come over here, played for Subiaco, and then old mate Stace.
Old mate.
Picked you out, yeah.
Saw me out in the crowd.
Had a chat to your mums. That would have been like meeting Stace. She plays at Curtin where I play as well, so knowing Stace, like that's something that she would do, and that kind of brings us back to that goalkeeper union, and also the I guess you say the mateship of football, where she's obviously seen there's a bit of talent there, come down and play down at Beckenham Angels.
Yeah, it was awesome meeting her as well, saying that she's playing in the Women's National Premier League, and I was like, that's crazy, that's exactly what I want to do. And then I just went over, played with the under-15s. We went undefeated that season.
Nice.
And then the next season I moved up to the Resis, and then I'd go over and train with the Prems a bit. And then I think it was 2 seasons ago, played in the Prems team, made it there, and I was 16, I think. I was 16, playing in the Prems.
That's good. There's Beckenham Angels there's obviously they've been what's going on now, but they have always been that quite solid team. Yeah,
they've got a very good reputation, and there's a lot of very great female goalkeepers, female players in general that have come out of Beckenham Angels. And they're not about anymore, are they? Are they still?
I think Stace said the other last time that they've dispersed now.
Yeah,
I think they've separated ties, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about their seniors. Are their juniors still going with Beckenham Angels or not?
I don't think so. I think the whole club was just.
That's a shame.
Taken out. It was, because it's been around for so long, and just out of nowhere, taken out. But a lot of the girls went to Murdoch.
Old mum.
Old mum, because they went to Queen's Park, then Queen's Park got taken down, didn't make it, so then they went to Murdoch. Couple went to Frio. Yeah. Some came to Perth as well. Yeah. So they kind of just sprinkled all over now.
Just grabbed a handful, just threw it in the air, and off you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Basically.
Fly my duckies, fly.
Yeah, like ducks into the sun. Yeah, following that mightiful V that goes on.
So when did you start taking the goalkeeper role a bit more seriously?
It was about when I went to Beckenham. And kind of saw the potential that you have playing as a female. And I just knew I wanted to play in the Premier League. That was my goal. I was like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to play eventually. And Then on top of that, I was learning about college and, going to play over there as well. And I decided, try for that as well.
Yeah.
So thankfully I got a full scholarship to the University of Hartford.
Nice. Go
I go get it.
Go get it, girl.
Yeah.
So
And
that covered.
She did. She went and got that. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It's not something that's just handed out to anyone. So obviously you worked hard for that. When do you actually leave? And
About 2 weeks from this coming Tuesday.
Oh,
loves it. So
We're flying out.
What college? So we can get the
Hartford?
t-shirt.
University of Hartford.
Hartford.
In Connecticut.
So you're gonna have to send us a t-shirt or a jump. Are you wearing the hoodie now? You got the Hartford.
I am
Hartford.
actually. Yep.
There we go.
Oh, it's a hawk.
Hartford
Is that a hawk?
Hawks. It's a hawk. Yep.
I do like a hawk.
I do like a good hawk.
I do like a good
Yeah.
hawk.
And it just fits
Red
Hartford Hawks.
Yeah.
It just flows nice.
Loves it.
That's
Loves
good.
it. Do you know what color kit you'll be wearing for the goalkeeper?
We have gray, green, and blue.
Ooh.
That's a good selection.
Yeah. Which out of the three would you prefer? I know which one I would prefer.
I like gray.
You like grey?
Gray is one of my favorite. But it's such a hard. It's a hard kit to find though. Not many people wear gray.
And it doesn't
True.
clash much, really, when you
Yeah,
think of it.
Yeah.
that is true. That is true. But I do love a good blue goalkeeper kit. They are
That is true.
mint.
Like a sky blue or a dark blue? What kind of?
Or more of a royal blue, as per Rangers colours, if I'm correct.
More like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it.
it's a very specific blue.
Yeah.
That's
Just call it the Rangers
the
blue.
Rangers blue.
Not just any blue. The Rangers.
Yeah,
blue.
exactly. It has to be specific. But no, that's awesome. That's really good to hear. Well, how many years is that? Is it 2 years or?
So for NCAA, so there's 3 divisions. There's Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3.
Okay.
And Division 1 is the highest you can go, and I got Division 1.
Nice.
Excellent.
And so you get 4 years of eligibility to play for any sport, so basketball, softball, anything. But you can do this thing called redshirting. So let's say if you get injured, or in my circumstance, they already have a senior goalkeeper there in my first year. So I'll go and train the first year. She'll play all the games. And then when she graduates my second year, I'll roll in and play. So I'll just kind of roll in. So then I get 4 years starting from there. And since I didn't technically play my first year, I'm redshirting that year.
So you pretty much get a year in grace.
Yes, so I get 5 years paid for. Everything. So
Nice.
books, food, housing, kits.
Amazing.
So
Everything's
what are you studying?
Physical therapy.
Oh, cool.
And over there, it's a doctorate, so you get to be
Oh,
a sports
wow.
doctor.
So you are going to be Dr. Campbell. Is this correct? Ooh,
Dr. Campbell.
loves it.
Well, hurry up and do all your stuff, and then come back and look after us old people.
Yeah, exactly. But by then, Yatesy he'll be in a Zimmer frame.
Hopefully, still be playing.
Do you know how hard it is to goal kick with a Zimmer frame?
It's actually quite good because you can throw it. It's a projectile.
Get the extra hand in.
Wheelchair.
With the electric, so it's just easy to move around. No,
That is awesome.
So obviously, the people out in the viewers that are listening to that, can you talk us through the process, what's involved in actually applying for that, and what hoops and what steps you need to take to get that?
So high school in the U.S. starts from year 9, so it's 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Yep.
Okay.
So you kind of have to start year 9 here because you have to meet certain requirements for classes.
Yep.
Right.
So you have to get, I think it's 16 credits in total. So it's like 4 years of science, 4 years of math, history, 2 years before in language. There's just certain requirements all on the website NCAA that you have to meet before you can go play college sport.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, are year 11. They're like, I want to go play. And I'm like, but have you taken these? Because, year 11 and 12, you can choose what classes you take. And you can. A lot of people don't choose to take math.
Yeah.
But, they're not educated on you have to actually start in year 9 because it's a really long process. And you have to get a certain score out in all the tests. And they don't consider
very particular.
I was going to say it would be very hard to kind of cross-examine, obviously, the USA system, the high school system, and the Australian, because it's obviously different. With here, we've got you would have done ATAR. Is it still ATAR?
Yeah. So that's what's tricky as well is like they see HR English and general English as the same.
No.
Like if you got an A in general and an A in HR, it's worth the same.
Oh, so you might as well just do the 2AB, you know, like English instead of the 3AB, ATAR, whatever it is. So you
exactly.
So you can get an A instead of a C or whatever.
That's what I did. But when year 11 came around, I took general English, general science, everything, just so it was a bit easier.
So your grades looked higher.
Yeah.
As opposed to, Oh, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it does make sense.
And plus by then... Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No. You're good.
And plus, I was training. I was training with Beckenham. I was part of NTC as well, so I'd be training with Beckenham Tuesday, Thursdays, and NTC Wednesday, Fridays, and then I'd have goalkeeper training Saturdays and game Sundays. So it was always training every night.
Full on.
Yeah. So I was like, I can't really take too many ATAR because it would get too crazy.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big commitment, to do that, because obviously, playing at the level you're playing at, you are training pretty much every single night. You know, training can go for 2-3 hours depending what you're doing, on what session you're doing for that night, and then to come home, you know, relax, have something to eat, and then you kind of want to put a bit of study in. Like, it's a very, very big commitment to do that. So you're setting a very good example for the young players out there. So kudos to you. That's good.
Thank you. But
I agree. Just before, like, we did talk about, especially with Connor O'Keefe, we talked about, and he's a big fan of the importance of you don't have to sacrifice your study to, you know, become a professional or go to that professional path of being a professional footballer. And I think he's a big fan on it. And I believe that, you know, like what you've done, Jamie, you've still maintained and obviously still studied, and you've still done great levels of education, and you're still going to be doing that through college in the US, and you're not sacrificing that, but you're still working hard to potentially, you know, go that next step into your goalkeeping career as well, which is really cool. Yeah,
and it's definitely full on when you get to college as well, the training, because you're doing about like 8 a.m. gym sessions, right after that 9 to 10:30 or like 9:30 to 11:30 field sessions.
Oh, wow.
On top of that, doing a 40-minute goalkeeper training session before that, and then you got classes the rest of the day, and then you get home, study, shower, eat, sleep, and do the same thing the next day.
Stacey gave us a bit of she gave us a bit of an insight as to what it's like in the US with when she went to college there, and she said she remember she was talking to us about the fitness sessions and how they did double sessions, and she said and me and Yatesy were just sitting there going, yeah, that sounds tough.
It sounds
running
tough.
as a keeper. Oh.
Yeah, I definitely would like to give that a go, though. I'd like to give that type of training a crack.
Especially when she was saying, like, in high altitude where she was where was she at?
One of the coldest places.
Dakota, wasn't it South Dakota?
Dakota.
That's
it. Yeah. So she was saying that, like, high altitude, really freezing, and I'm just like, I wonder what that's really like. You know, like, you know, really running your guts out in high altitude, freezing cold. It would be
trying not to throw up.
Yeah,
the lactic acid is coming up to you.
I always end up throwing up. My guts can't handle. Like first training session back, first goalkeeper training session back after COVID.
Just spewing.
Yeah, no.
Well, he literally
spewing.
Aussie term and factual as well.
Factual, yeah. So shout out to Steve. He's very proud of that.
Good times. Good
times. You have all the facilities as well and staff. You have so many physios and sports masseuse, and the coaches really look after you. Of course, I'm not going to run you till you die, but
yeah. Have you been out there and like had a look? Have they like shown you around yet or anything like that? Yep.
So it was actually kind of funny how it all worked out. So I think about 3 years ago, I'd get up and I was emailing heaps of coaches all across the U.S. Like, I just pick a state and go look at every single Div 1 school and just basically like a little resume you send out to every single coach.
Yeah,
you have to get your name out there because a lot of them already have a preset team. They already have their keeper set to roll in 5 years in advance.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was talking to one of the coaches. I went to a camp couple years ago. He's the goalkeeper coach at Duke University, which is one of the biggest schools.
Duke,
yeah.
I've actually got a cap of Duke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a story for another day.
I was asking him, like, what year are you looking at? And this was back in 2018. And he was like, probably 2024, 2025.
Damn.
So they planned that far ahead.
Yeah. And because you can't really
tomorrow.
Because you can't offer anything yet, but you can say, we want you to come play for us in these, a couple years. So it's a long process. Not only the grades, getting the right, scores, all that, it's getting your name out there. So I'd go out, pick a state, email all the coaches, and I was set to go. I got a few offers, partial scholarships, so like University of Alabama, University of Hawaii.
Yeah.
But I was really looking for that full scholarship.
Aloha.
Yeah, aloha. It would have been nice.
I was going to say that.
Or hula dancing.
Surfing some waves and saving some goals.
Yeah, it would have been great.
But yeah, like a full free education is obviously awesome.
Oh, look, that's really at the end of the day what the most important thing is, isn't it? Because
the
possibility you get injured, and what are you going to fall back on?
Yeah.
And that's one thing.
But Jamie's not going to have to worry about that. She's going to be a doctor.
Of course.
I'll just pick myself up.
Bow down to her when she comes in. But that's one thing when you look back in the 90s, not many football players, we'll say professionally, that did the study or...
It's even now. Like, apparently now in the UK, it's still the same thing. They pick boys out of school and they basically just give them an option. And they're like, do you want to be a footballer or do you want to study? And then they literally... It's not great because, you just never know what is around the corner.
I do know some clubs actually do push the education. I know with good, AFL as well, they kind of offer that bit of help.
A lot better, yeah.
But yeah, that's thing. Something could happen. You get injured and you could not be playing anymore, and you can't rely on football. Unfortunately, I know some of the Man United boys actually back in the day brought property with their money.
Yeah,
and didn't weird up the wall, so to speak, as some players did. But yeah, like that's again, I said it before, we'll say it again. No matter how people get on, it's like education is key. If you can fit both together, it's a
happy marriage.
It is. It's like chicken and Nando's just goes together like that. Yeah. Another one. You want another one?
Another plug.
Vegemite and toast.
We need to get sponsored by
Nando's.
Nando's,
so you can
just plug. We've been making so much money.
We actually had Nando's was it Monday? You brought it over.
Yeah. For Monday's episode, so cheeky Nando's before an I6Y episode. You can't whack it.
No, and he knows me so well. We got extra hot. It was just it was good.
Yeah. I'll look after him.
Gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Don't have it? I go back. No, I don't think so. What? No, unless they just started adding it. But yeah, since I've been back, they haven't had it.
Well, there we go. There's you can make a bit of money in the States.
There you go. That's where you can spend all your money, Jamie. Sure. Just franchise and Nando's.
Get some peri in you.
Don't even go to college. I'm just gonna go start a business now.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
Easy.
Just a bit of side hustle there.
Oh, classic. So we did do a little bit of homework on you, Jamie, and we have noticed a few of your really good achievements that you have done. So we're just going to pull up one now. So you did get so a couple of years back now. So you did get the Fairest and Best Award in 2018.
Back at Beckenham.
Yeah,
nice.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Like, did you have did you have a killer season? Just absolute belter of a season.
It was a fun season, definitely, because we kind of came up being the underdogs because we lost a lot of our key players going to different clubs, and just going against those top teams like Queens Park, who were beating some teams 12-0, 10-0, crazy stuff, and being able to tie with them in night series. Yeah, we tied them 3-3, and they were expected to beat us by so much. And just making a few of those, clutch saves towards the end can just make the entire game and change the whole atmosphere of the team and everything.
Yeah. It's amazing the difference a keeper can make, to a team. And the making that, it doesn't seem like much at the time, and maybe some keepers. I know that I've definitely took it for granted a few times where you just make them one or two saves throughout a match. And you're not really thinking about it at the time, but then you look back and you're like, oh, we drew that game. It's like, well, if I didn't make that save and that save and that save, we wouldn't have drawn that game, or we wouldn't have like won that game. So like, yeah, I think a lot of the times keepers tend to forget about them little saves as well.
I think that's because that's what we do.
Yeah.
We're there to stop the ball going in the back of the net. And you don't really want to dwell on...
You're not thinking about all them great saves. You're thinking about that one you let in. You're like,
the one goal.
Yeah, it's always that one. You're like,
and it'll be like top bins that like hit 3 posts before it goes in. Like, oh, why didn't I save that?
That reminds
I could have saved that. Easy shot.
That's my game last weekend. Literally 3, I think it was 2 or 3 of the goals, literally off the posts and in. And I'm sitting there going, why me? Why me? But you just have them. You have them days, like you have them days where you can save everything, and you have them days where literally there is nothing you can do. And it's just like that's just the awesome life of the goalkeeper.
Definitely got those ups and downs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And speaking of the ups and downs as well, Jamie, so obviously you have been a keeper for quite some time now. So what's the process for you in the mental side of the game? Has it changed over time, over the process of your career, or what's your interpretation of the mental side of it?
I've definitely realized now it plays a huge part.
Yeah.
And back when I was, a couple of years ago, I always focused on going to games trying to impress other people.
Yeah.
Not necessarily myself. So I, try to impress that one coach or that one person in the crowd or anything. If I let a goal in, I'd just get so upset and just, could shut down a little bit. But then I realized, you just take what you do in training and use that the best you can. You go in and just say, I'm not going to let any goals in. And if you do, no worries, just don't let the next one in. You keep your head up, and it, reflects so much on your team.
It does.
Yeah, because I try, every time I get scored on, I'll say, get the ball, unlucky girls, we'll get the next one. And you can see the team's brain just switch and go, it's not that bad. We're only 1-0 down, 2-0 down. We can score 2 more, in the first half. But definitely got to get that pump up music in before the game.
Oh, yeah. It's
your favorite song?
Yeah.
Not really, no. Just a bit of rap music.
Oh, she loves the rap. Bit of Eminem, bit of 50 Cent. In the club.
Wow. last with the High School Musical, and people that watched the episode that happened.
Yeah, Dale, we were on Monday. We were having a chat to Dale because Dale does her long drives from Bunbury to Fremantle City, so it's about over an hour. And we were saying, you've got lots of time to listen to great playlists like High School Musical, and we just
just crazy.
Gotta get your head in the game.
Yeah, it's
whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
And we're sorry.
I don't know. I've never seen High School Musical. Never seen it.
Yeah, no.
But,
I'll stop. I'll stop there before I embarrass myself even more.
Yeah.
But no, so that's.
I thought you were going to take away another song.
I could, but I'm not going to.
No, let's not ruin the people's ears.
No, it's all right. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break, and then we've got a few more things to chat about after the break, including the fact that Jamie is the one and only female goalkeeper warrior winner at the moment.
That is true.
Yeah, so she is.
We're both winners here. We've got 2 winners on the show here.
Yeah, so I'm the only one that's not won anything.
Yeah.
And we'll also break away our episode like we normally do with some cheeky questions. So coming right up after this, quick break.
Inside 6 Yarns is proudly supported by 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
For more information, visit their website at 1951goalkeepercoaching.com.au.
Or you can find them on Facebook.
Or Instagram.
At 1951 Goalkeeper Coaching.
Links are in the description below.
Yes. Welcome back, everyone. We just had a little cheeky break there. Just had a few beverages and had a little chat on the side there.
And cheeky charges.
Yeah, cheeky charges. Yeah, got to stay fully charged for these time and days.
I'm still joined by Jamie Campbell via Skype. Loves Skype and love chatting to goalkeepers. So thank you very much for staying with us, Jamie. And putting up with our immaturity and
some people's immaturity.
Some people's immaturity.
Out of all people, it comes from you, not me.
I know. I've got 2 young daughters, and I'm a disgrace.
Take a hard look at yourself, son.
Yeah, I know, right?
So Jamie, as we talked before offline about the goalkeeper wars.
So from one goalkeeper warrior champion to another goalkeeper warrior champion, and I'll just stand by and
take some notes,
talk to each other, and I'll just get out of the camera shot.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's what.
Don't let the ball go,
and then you'll
as
win.
many goals as possible.
That's what I've been doing wrong.
Yeah, well, hopefully. So you did have a bit of a mix of levels in your league for the women's for the goalkeeper wars. It was a good mix.
Dale was in there as well, so it.
Yep. And I think Christy from
Foresthill now.
Well, she's I think it was like her first year playing football. I think she might have. I think she played you. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, like there was heaps of females in there, which was
which was surprising. I didn't even know there was that many female goalkeepers. But yeah, it was definitely good to see a few come out and get in the competition and just show off what we can do.
Have you ever done anything like those type of goalkeeper wars?
I've done them in training a couple times just for a bit of fun at the end, but never.
Yeah. How much fun is it? Really?
So fun.
So much fun. So much fun.
It's one of those things though. Like you look at it and you go, like other people watching, oh, that's not much, but it's so much fun. Not only are you build up a sweat, you're puffed out, but you're trying not to laugh. You're trying not to celebrate too hard because the ball's going to come in straight away. But it's just, for a goalkeeper, that type of stuff at high level intensity, and then to make a competition out of it. It's
good
amazing.
Workout. I love the workout.
Especially when you got them,
But how was it? Yeah, how was it like for you, Jamie? Though, like, did you enjoy it? How many games did you actually have in the end?
It was quite a few. I can't remember. It was so long ago. It feels like, but because I did it 2 years ago, but I was in the boys bracket because there wasn't a females bracket then.
Okay, yep.
And
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, so you did the original one as well?
I did the OG. Yeah, didn't do that well, but it's fun though.
Oh, it's so much fun.
That's because he's the OG winner, the original winner, Mr. Yatesy,
and then the NPL keepers came along.
And then the NPL keepers came along, and then Yatesy just went, "God,
I think,
dang it!"
I think who won it was last year.
Who won the overall?
Yeah,
Soldaris.
Yeah, so I think because I played him, I don't know if it was a playoff or whatever, but I think I put 3 past him.
That's what you want, Jody.
Yeah, and I don't think many NPL players can say they put 3 past him, even though it's not a proper game, but still.
I absolutely loved playing Cyril, and I think I gave him a good run for his money. I'm not sure if we drew or if he just beat me, but yeah, I absolutely loved playing Cyril. And you just, when you just play against the keeper and you're like, you're good, man. You're good. You're good.
Take that experience. Well, you're gonna have to fly back, aren't you?
Yeah, special appearance
from
Dr. Campbell.
I'm kind of coming back. Not sure when, but I'm gonna come back.
Oh, if you could aim it for when
they announce the date.
Yeah, when they announce the date. Just if you can
definitely
that'd be
come
awesome.
back and play pro here after college.
So is this the long-term goal for you? Is to go to college and then come back and play W League?
Long-term is actually national team for the US. Yes.
Ooh,
okay. Nice. So speaking of the national team and stuff like that, so who do you role model potentially at the moment with regards to female keepers or even male keepers? Do you have a particular type of or selection of keepers that you like to role model or like to implement your game?
Definitely Hope Solo had to be top of my list. I mean, she just played well. She was fit. And she was just a beast in goal. She had that mindset. Right when she stepped on the field, she's saving everything. Yeah.
In game mode.
Or beast mode, so to speak. Yeah, she went total beast mode on the field, and I look up to her so much in the way she plays and her style. And sadly, she's not playing anymore, but she's definitely up top.
We actually watched just before we got you online, Jamie. We actually watched a bit of your highlights there.
It's like, I can't remember what website it is, but it's like an American college thing where you pretty much put your CV, and we got to look at a few little things, and there's a highlight video, and we're like, yes, we're having a look at this, and some really good saves in there.
And yeah, especially what you're saying with Solo there, just that beast mode and that not being scared to attack that ball wherever it is.
That's one thing that we noticed a lot, is that in a lot of your highlights, you weren't afraid to come off your line and dive at somebody's feet to get that ball. And that seems to be it's the difference between, a keeper making a save and letting a goal in, is that instinct to come off your line, because a lot of people just get too scared and they just kind of stand there and they wait for the attacker to come attack them, and then instead of just going out and going, nah, do you know what? It's my ball.
I want it.
My ball.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny how though we watch goalkeepers that we like, with yourself, Jamie. Like, she, wherever that ball was, should get it. The style of football that she plays and how she keeps is very similar to. It's funny that you should say that she was your favourite goalkeeper, and it's the same thing myself with De Gea. Like, the styles and what we watch and we see, monkey see, monkey do type of thing. There,
it is, and I find that it depends on which kind of, like, you've got different types of learning and how everyone learns certain ways. And I can't remember what type of learning it is, but it's mainly just visual. A lot of people are visual, and they see something and they try to replicate it. Or you've got different types of, or some people read and they like to read it written down, or some people like to do it. And you show me how to do it, and then I'll do it. And it's like, everyone's got their own little ways and how they learn things.
Learnings,
but a lot of people are visual, and they say, I see that, I can do that.
I broke my leg. Okay, let me try again.
Gab.
Maybe I shouldn't do that 360 kickflip or whatever. Try again.
But for you in particular, Jamie, with the training that you've had, did you train with Michaeli for a little while, didn't you, at 1951?
But before that, when I was out at Beckenham, I was training with Tracy Wheeler, who, not sure if you know too much about her, but she was a former Matilda and played in World Cups, and so she was kind of who kick-started my goalkeeping career, because I actually started to get proper training.
Okay, nice.
Good, because when you're younger, you're just chucked in, you just kind of flop around and try to just get anything to the ball.
Please stop the ball from going in the goals.
And then she, had proper training, set it up really well, and was really good. So I was able to train with her for about 2 to 3 years. And then after that, I also had training at NTC as well with their goalkeeper coach, Dylan. And so I was getting heaps of different, coaching styles. And I also trained with Dave Wally for a bit as well. And then, really good. And then went over to Michaela, and his coaching style and techniques are just, you just can't beat them. You really can't. So it was really good getting that experience from all different coaches, and then you kind of find your own style, I guess. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. We all have our strengths and weaknesses and that type of stuff.
I think that's the biggest thing that, like, goalkeeper coaching is great, and I think it is awesome to teach goalkeepers, proper techniques, but I also think it's good for each individual goalkeeper to have their style as well. To let them have their flair, and each, because each person's different, each goalkeeper's different as well. So you want to keep what makes that goalkeeper unique intact, but also try and add to that with a bit of proper structure, proper technique to help enhance that game, as opposed to just changing the goalkeeper itself. In some aspects, you need to change.
Well, you do.
Mr. Bounce around a lot over here. Thank God Stu fixed that and taught him how to set. Just little things. But I do agree that's awesome. And Michaeli does a fantastic job at 1951. And
I would love to see him when the keeper was,
Maybe,
and even Stu as well. That was so good.
Well, Stu was in the original one.
Yeah,
but he did. Yeah, I think he filled in for a few young guys, and absolutely kicked their ass. But it would be awesome to get Michaeli in the goalkeeper. What was that?
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
We're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have
Maybe just do a little episode of where just him and
I
Stu
will
can just go
definitely
at
fly
it.
back for that.
Yeah.
I'll come and see that.
Yeah, done. There we go. Well, we've so that's 3 people. That's 3 people already.
And we'll just set up 3
Little lawn
chairs on the
chairs.
sidelines.
Yeah.
And 3 mics, and we'll commentate.
Oh, yeah.
Michaeli with the overhead kick.
Yeah. So what technique did you do for the goalkeeper balls? Did you do throws, kicks, or
I did a both.
drop
I did a
kicks?
bit
What
of a
did you
side
use?
volley.
Yeah.
So I've been watching.
Ooh, tasty.
Yeah, I've been watching
Got a bit of
Alison
curl at
Becker,
the end.
how him and Edison as well, how they can just
Yeah.
totally turn their body sideways and kick a ball. I'm not sure how they do that, but
Their amazing technique is impeccable, and I don't think people look at it and be like,
Why
oh,
don't you
that
try
doesn't look
it?
too hard. But like, pick up a ball and try to pinpoint somebody.
It's very martial arty, isn't it? When you think that putting all that, dropping that shoulder, the knee, and that kick, how it's pretty much like it's a rib kick.
For me, I am the goalkeeper that will hold it. I don't want to drop kick this or side kick this. I'm just going to put it on the floor and I'm going to go off the deck because it's going to be a lot safer and cleaner that way.
I'm the opposite, Tommy.
Yeah, I know. You'd be the half volley.
I'm the type of, I just get that ball. I'm like,
I want to drop kick. I want to drop kick.
I just want to boot the skin off it.
I want to drop kick the hell out of this ball.
And the coach is like, yeah, play it short. I'm like, I just want to boot it. I reckon I can get it in from here.
Yeah, everything's short nowadays. Everything roll it out to a
That's crazy.
defender.
In the recruiting process for college, I found is a lot of the higher schools were like, "Are you good with your feet? Can you take those good touches, play in the back? You won't drop kick the ball really that much in the game. Maybe once or twice if you're really under the pump, but other than that, it's always playing to your left backs, right backs, everything."
You need a good response to that, don't you? It's like, are you good with your feet? So does IKEA sell meatballs? Yes.
Yeah. That's
Just
it.
like you need a quirky reply to that, don't you?
But that's how football's changed, and all levels.
Yeah.
You have a goalkeeper is pretty much your 5th defender, your last line of defence, not only with the hands but your feet, and you got to be able to distribute that ball. And if that's a goal kick, playing short, and sometimes it's a throw. And my favourite, if going long and with that drop kick.
One of the best goalkeepers at doing it is I was watching it literally yesterday, and it's the Barcelona keeper.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and you watch how he basically he's outside of his 18-yard box, and he is basically a central defender at times, and he is just passing the ball, and they just keep passing the ball back to him, and then eventually he'll even pick out a pass over the top. And then I saw this video which basically explained the different formations and how they press the Barcelona defense, and how Ter Stegen deals with that differently. Because wherever they press, there's always going to be a gap somewhere, and Ter Stegen finds it every time. And it's just like they, pass out, or if he just does the slightly longer ball. And the guy has one of the best symmetrical distributions out there. He'll kick with his right foot, pinpoint, left foot, pinpoint.
You're pretty much playing as like a number 6, pretty much. Just that holding midfielder, and you are directing play.
And I think that trust though in that defense in him is not something you just walk into a team and develop. I think that's something that, and people don't realize this, but you can't just walk a goalkeeper into a team in a defense and play that kind of football. You just can't. They need to build that relationship of, okay, we trust him. We know what he's capable of. We know he can pinpoint a pass no matter what. He's good with his feet. And if you build that relationship with your defenders, you can add that extra defender to your game.
That's it. Adds a bit of flair to it too.
So much better. But what do you find that you do, Jamie? Do you feel like you use the ball a lot defensively? Do you play the ball at the back a lot? Or do you find that yourself, you're hitting longer balls more often?
I definitely try and play short. So I definitely try to look short first.
Yeah.
And then go long. But like you said, though, it's definitely building that trust with your defenders. Because, first couple games of the season, you're there calling for the ball, like, drop back, and the defender goes, nah, I'm going to take it this way instead, and not pass it back to you. And then they get the ball taken away, and then it's just, then it's just crazy. But
You're like, I told you.
I told you. A podcast with one of the National Women's Soccer League coaches in the U.S., And she said the exact same thing. She's like, when you're practicing distribution with your keepers, it's not just training them, it's training the defense as well. How to pass back, getting that trust.
Yeah. And to trust,
because, I mean,
to trust
you know,
the
10
keeper
years
as
ago,
well.
if you said pass the ball back to the keeper, you'd be like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go forward. Like, what's the point in that? But now it's such a huge component in games.
That's it. The dynamics of football and defending and goalkeeping have changed. Amazing. Like before, you'd have your back four. You would not go past that halfway line if you're a defender.
Definitely.
You stay where you are. Now you've got left and right, but playing your wings or your flanks, and off you go. Yeah. All your overlapping and stuff.
Your wing. It's so common. The wing backs. The wing back. The left and right back role is no longer a defensive role. It's a defensive and attacking role. They expect that them winging positions. I would hate to be a left back or a right back in the modern day game, because I tell you what, the running that these boys do is insane. You know, so I definitely don't envy them when I'm sitting in my box and I'm going, no worries, boys, keep coming back, and they're like, you feel so bad for them, but you're like, go on, boys, in line.
Have a rest.
Oh, but that's awesome. How about some time for some cheeky questions?
Well, I was trying to find a tie in there.
Yeah, time for some cheeky questions. Me,
I'd look. I think it is time.
It's
time. We've kept people waiting long enough. We've kept poor Jamie here waiting long enough.
And I think Jamie has a few questions that she wants to ask us, so we're going to keep her waiting a little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit longer. Because Yatesy wants to ask his favourite question that he loves to ask all of our guests that we bring on to Inside Six Yards.
Even random people on the street like to ask as well.
Yeah.
So when I get fuel, I'm like, hey, excuse me. So the question is for you, Jamie. What is your favourite football movie? Can we go 3 from 3 here, Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
Favorite football movie?
Yeah. No pressure. Take your time.
No pressure. If you don't have a favorite football movie, you can say that as well. It won't go down well, but you can say it.
I would have to say, funny wise, She's the Man.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Good old who's
Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes. Mate, have you seen her lately?
Nope.
Oh, she looks so different.
That's probably a good reason I haven't seen.
She's got tattoos on her face. And
What?
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
She was a Nickelodeon star
crazy
of the Amanda show. She went cray.
She's got
Damn.
like a what's that piercing between your
nose piercing.
No. But the one. What's that piercing on your nose? The nose piercing. The one. Not that. The one between the nostrils. It's like a specific type.
A cowbell? I don't know.
No, it kind of looks like one.
Yeah. Really? She's that bad?
Yeah.
Damn.
And she got tattoos on her face, and I was like, what?
Is she? Well, that's just having kid stars. What's your other movie? Did you say? So that's your funny one. Did you have a serious one?
My family and I about the I think he was German, and he was taken as a prisoner during World War II, and then was playing soccer in the prison camp, and then became a goalkeeper and played for, I think, Manchester. Yeah, the keeper. That one. That one.
Yeah, I think it's the keeper.
Yeah,
it was a Man City goalkeeper.
Yeah, we haven't seen. We heard about it. Haven't seen it yet.
It's really good.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yep.
There
a lot
is.
of football action in it.
And a bit of history as well. So it's a good mix.
Yeah, that's
that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there we go. I have to put that. We did say we're going to watch it.
We have heard about. I think it was Connor O'Keefe or something that brought it up and said that he wanted to watch it, but it's definitely something that we need to buy or invest our time in watching, because it does
it's on
sound
Netflix.
like
I could be wrong.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
it's
go.
On
Australian
American
Netflix.
Netflix
I can't
or
get
Australian
American
Netflix?
here, sadly.
Because we get nothing.
I was going to say that would probably be one of the best things about you moving to the US is that you get US Netflix and you're
I got all the shows,
buddy. Yeah.
Because don't the American Netflix have HBO on there as well? So you get like your Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, and all that type of stuff.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, so jelly.
Yeah, because I changed my VPN.
I did that as well.
I could have it, so I could have all the American.
I'll bleep that out. So the whoever police that's watching this podcast, because there's.
I paid for it.
Yeah, you paid for it. Paid for the VPN.
I didn't pay for it.
It's a legal transaction. Yeah. I'm not going to illegally download it.
No. No Pirate Bay here.
No. Shut down at the moment. What's your question, Tommy?
I would have to ask, favourite gloves, Jamie. What are your favourite gloves that you like to wear? Because I've seen a few photos with you. You've wore, the photos that I've seen, you've wore SDLs. You've also worn All Sports.
That was back in
as
the day.
well, which are a very... Yeah,
Wow.
a very, very, very good brand of goalkeeper glove, but also very expensive.
Yes.
But what do you think of when you think of your favorite or best goalkeeper gloves?
I'd have to say the Adidas Predators gloves.
Oh yeah,
They're a good glove.
Yatesy does have a soft spot for the
They're
Predators
expensive
in his heart.
But I
Which
think
ones?
The 2.0 version, the ones with the
Yeah.
straps, not the strapless ones. I haven't used those ones before.
Were they the white ones with the
they're
red
camo.
and black on top?
Yeah.
Camo.
Ooh, the
Ooh.
camo. Yeah,
But
I know
for
which ones.
school,
You're
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to wear
yeah.
Under Armour gloves
Ah.
because we're sponsored by Under Armour. Yeah, so
Was it the
everything we wear,
sponsored? Yeah.
Under Armour.
Under Armour I've still got good gloves though. Did you get a choice to pick which
I
ones?
think
Or?
yeah, once you get there, you can choose them. But I mean, I'm not complaining; they're free, so I'll I'll take free gloves.
Well, that's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite cut of gloves?
Negative
Yeah,
cut.
that was gonna be damn it.
I'll take negative cut
Teamwork.
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you like the Predators,
Yeah.
then obviously the
negative
negative
cut,
cut
yeah.
is the Predator cut. And that strap as well. So you're a big fan of the wraparound strap
Yeah,
that come
because I
with the
broke my
Predators
wrist
as well.
about 2-3 years ago wearing gloves, and
Hence
yeah,
the gridiron gloves.
yeah,
That's the reason
and I
why
was wearing
gloves,
normal goalkeeper gloves, but didn't tie it tight enough. And then I went to go save a ball. My arm was straight out, so all the pressure went to my wrist, and it just snapped back.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. So now I'm like
That's
just extra
ouchie.
tape
That's
it,
an ouchie.
duct tape it, and get it all. Glue it
Gaffer
on.
tape, everything. Metal splints.
So you tape your wrists as well before every
Oh, no, I
every
just wing
training
it
session
now.
or every game?
I
or-
just go out. Yeah, I just go out and just wear the gloves.
You just wing it? Yeah. Yeah, nice. Loves it. Yeah, Yatesy's a big fan of taping the old wrists.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Even when training, it's more of a mental preparation thing. So when the wrist straps go on, it's just that, I don't know what you call it. It's what they use for the racing horses when they wrap around their shins. It's like it sticks on itself.
It's the new tape that you get which sticks onto
I think it's called
itself.
PSG
Yeah.
or PVG or something tape.
It's
whatever
called
it is.
performance
Yeah.
tape or something like that. Yeah.
And you can reuse it, which is good. So I'll have one roll which will be training. So I just strap that on, and it's not as tight. Well, you can get it tight because it's compression, but not as tight as what, say, electrical tape or like sports tape will get you. But it just provides that bit of extra support and just makes that glove fit a bit better around the wrists. So I've got big hands and tiny wrists, so
And I've got small hands and small wrists.
I got fat hands and fat wrists, so
What size glove do you wear by
Eights.
the chance, Jamie?
yeah, so not too big.
Eights,
but-
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like,
Size eights, woo!
Go team.
Because like the
go
different
size
cuts of SDLs,
Yeah,
I
depending
found
what
like I
glove
wear a
you wear.
9 in the black
Yeah.
ones,
Yeah, yes.
but then an 8 in the white ones.
Yep.
So it's
Okay, yeah, I'm usually a size 9 in most other cuts of glove, but I'm a size 8 in Calia gloves, and I'm a size 8 in SDLs as well. So it's it's different cuts, different brands
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So you always have to try, if you can, try out the gloves before
And
you buy.
that's a real hard thing with, say, with the Predators, for example, in Perth, to get like, we'll say top of the range, if not the one underneath, pair of Adidas Predator gloves.
You can't.
You're laughing. The only
can't-
time
you
you're going
can't
to try
get
if one of your mates buys it.
And if you buy online, you might just get that half a size wrong, and then you're like,
Yeah, that's what I found. I'm a 10.5 in Adidas because that's my favourite glove. I'd love to get the new one, but I'm a 10.5.
I don't like strapless though. I think strapless is a bad idea.
It feels good.
Just no strapless. Like this is they match your boots, but
the demon skin.
strapless. What's your views on that, Jamie? Strapless.
I've never
football
used
gloves.
them.
Yay, nay.
so yeah. I don't know if I
Never
can,
used them?
Comment on it, but I would love to give them a try though, because I've seen the Adidas ones, and I've been tempted to order them, but I don't want to drop $120 on gloves.
They look
that
good.
I don't like.
I know.
That's the thing. That's the cheap thing. Like the new ones. I think it was like £300. I think they were
£300
because the new Adidas Predator boots were like £400 or something.
Yeah, that was something ridiculous, and they come in the egg box and was like a really good box.
It's like almost $1,000 on a pair of boots.
Yeah,
with $1 value.
That's mate, you'll be able to afford it when you're Dr.
I'll be on
Campbell.
buying all the gloves
but for now we're exactly.
You just walk in instead of having like dresses. You'd be like, "Oh, come and look at my glove collection here."
No. Do you have a handbag collection? No, I have a glove collection.
There's like heaps of gloves in there. And
yeah,
like you'd be on the street hustling them. Like, hey, do you want? Look, I got these gloves.
Cheap price, morning price.
So speaking of shoes and high heels, did you have a favorite pair of?
I just got
boots?
the Nike Phantom ones, the ones with the hidden laces.
Oh.
So,
Nice.
yeah, you pull the little
Nice. What did you wear before then?
I had Nikes as well, but they had I forgot what they were.
Nikes,
but you had the straps on them. But I love the ankle cut, the high ankle, the sock. Gotta have it.
Yep.
Same. Yep.
Provide a bit of extra protection and bit of sturdiness
I like
in the
the
boot.
feel of it. I don't like the back of the smaller boots rubbing against the back of the ankle. It just kills it.
And your Achilles, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I wear the Adidas Predators.
Yeah.
And I just how it comes up, it kind of makes the boot just feel like it's your normal foot. You know what I mean? Like you're just locked in. It's all secure and it just feels right. They're a little bit annoying to put on sometimes.
Just trying to like squeeze them on. Yeah.
It's a struggle.
Is.
Yeah. I've done it once where I've tried to push it on and I've got the metal studs and the normal studs. And I've had my right leg to the side and I've gone to push my other foot in and I've actually slipped and hit my calf with the metal studs because it's like fooled up.
That's the worst.
That's an ouchie.
That was a good one. Especially when it's yourself.
Yeah, and you're like, just take yourself.
I've done it.
You've got no chance.
I've lost count every time it's been started.
Oh, God. A few more questions for you, Jamie. Let's talk about kits. So, are you a matching kit girl or are you a matching boots to gloves? What do you like to match or do you not like to match at all? Do you
the
like
colors
to do the
have
mix
to
match?
match. The socks, shorts, and shirts. They just all one color for me. Have to. The boots and the gloves.
Yep.
It's kind of hard. It's hard to match camo gloves. Yeah.
Yes, that is.
That's true.
Howard
You just get them
Everton.
customized.
Just wear the full camo.
True.
But then
They
no one
would
will be
think
able
you're
to
wearing
see.
boots or gloves.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it might work.
Where's
it
the
might not.
goalkeeper?
Yeah.
And it's always like, why did that ball not go in the net?
What
The
is this
invisible
witchcraft?
wall. But I don't know. Whenever I see people wearing like black shorts and then red top, I just don't like it for some reason.
Yeah. That is the old. I think that's the old retro goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Thing. It's
Have
just
to
a
wear
black
black
shorts,
shorts,
black socks, and they wear a
mixed
coloured
pattern
top.
long sleeve.
I'm not a fan. I'm like you, Jamie. We are both like you. We love a good matching kit. If we can, we love to match gloves as well. Yatesy's got a matching glove, boot, underwear.
Everything.
He's even got a matching hair tie to tie his
Good old scrunchie.
Yeah.
Always keep one on me just in case, you know.
But I do love a good matching kit.
I just feel better when I step on the field. I just feel like, just get extra boost of confidence. Mm-hmm. All eyes on me.
We and that's what we talk about as well. Yeah, we love that. Like, if you go out feeling good, even if you lose,
at
least you look good doing it.
It's not about playing good. It's about looking good.
Just like, I know I let in 5 goals today, but how good did I look?
I got nutmegs from the halfway line, but look at me, I look good.
Look, but how good do I look?
Damn.
Oh, gotta love that.
You do.
Yeah,
you do.
Gotta love it. All right. Have you got any more questions?
Yeah, I've got. Well,
you got one more.
Do you have a favourite football team there, Jamie? Do you support anyone in Premier League or the State League?
I feel bad. They're going to call me a bandwagoner because I just switched to Liverpool because of Alisson Becker. He switched over.
No, look, I'm not going to call you on bandwagon because you know, you do kind of gravitate to
Yeah.
players. And if that's who you like as a goalkeeper, who did you follow before that?
Barcelona as well. I follow both of them. Barcelona
if you don't mind. So
and
before
Liverpool now, because Ter Stegen's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't blame, like, both insanely good goalkeepers and insanely good looking men as well.
Like you said, none of them playing good, so I'm looking good.
That's that looking good.
And they look fantastic. Scrum diddly umptious.
That's true.
Jeez. This podcast just took a turn for the worst.
We're getting worse every week.
Well, you're getting worse every week. I'm normally the bad one. You're the good one.
I'm terrible.
We're
I'm
turning
terrible.
times here.
I need to just just be the guy behind the MacBooks. Just settle your kettle, all right? Take that Tommy gun meter and just put it down to like 50%.
Just, you know, do the 1, 2, 3, go me, and just relax. No, it's I think there'll be a lot of people out there that are the same bandwagon. Well, I shouldn't say bandwagon, but the same page as you, Jamie. Where, you know, for me, I'm a Man United fan. Always have been, because of, you know, Peter Schmeichels, Van der Sar, De Gea, even little Tim Howard had a little stint there for United for a bit.
Opposite.
But you know, you do gravitate to the goalkeepers. But look, I like Peter Schmeichel's son, Kasper Schmeichel, so I do have a bit of a soft spot for Leicester. You know, there's a few teams worldwide as well that you watch, just because you like the goalkeepers.
Yeah, for sure. No, I 100% agree with you there, mate.
Except for Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah, no,
obviously it's only Rangers.
No, I don't. So,
but then I don't know. It's a hard one with Foster.
Look, I'm the first to admit, I like Foster is an amazing goalkeeper, and you know, I'll never say a bad thing about him. The only bad thing about him is that he plays for Celtic. He's an amazing goalkeeper, and he's a mammoth.
He's a unit. He's a unit.
Absolute mammoth. Do you know Fraser Foster?
Not that I don't watch
Jamie?
too much soccer. I'm one of the person that plays and not watches that much.
Too much.
Just no select few players.
Yeah, and that's and that's what, like, look, it is. I tell you what, it's a lot funner to play than it is to watch sometimes. I'll tell you that,
especially if your team's losing.
Yeah, well, you know, the last thing you want to do is, you know, spend an hour and a half of your time watching something on the screen and for it to finish with no goals. Or even if it's got a few goals in it, if it's a boring game, you're like, well, I just wasted an hour and a half of my life. I'm never going to get back. I can already feel the grey hairs growing in my beard, if you could call it that.
Well, I've actually got one more question for Jamie. So obviously, going over the States, obviously heritage where you're from, and then coming over to Australia. The States are known, you know, for the MSL, for the football. So how do you find the difference between, I guess, football in each country?
Well, for the men, I hate to say it, but the U.S. men's team's not that good. I mean, they didn't even make the World Cup.
Oh, shots fired.
So men's wise, you have to say, based on the previous year, the Australian men are better because, you know, they qualified, didn't they? They qualified for the World Cup a couple years ago, whenever it was.
I'm not sure if
so. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever
we possibly did. We didn't do too
well.
But
the U.S. men didn't even make it into the World Cup.
Yeah.
But then you compare the women.
But I know that the U.S. women's
and the U.S. women,
really
4 times
they're the
World Cup winners.
Yeah.
World
Cup winners or something like that. Yeah, they got some amazing players in there, and that's I think in the US, more or less, the women's are carrying that soccer side of things.
Football, mate.
Yeah, football here, soccer over there. But yeah, no, like they've got some amazing. And I remember watching the Women's World Cup and watching the USA, and to tell you what, I can't remember her name. A blonde-haired chick, really short hair, and she was the captain of the US team. I can't even remember her name, but she was awesome, and she was just kicking goals left, right, and center, and just destroying everyone. Yeah.
And I think that's why there's a lot of women from Australia going over to America and all other countries as well, as what Stace said the last episode. There's so many different nationalities over there.
Yeah.
To do all these scholarships and all that, because it's almost a home of football pretty much over there for the women's, which is great.
Yeah.
So our old Sam Kerr went over there as well and played football, and now then she comes backwards and forwards. And now she's
Crazy.
over in the UK.
Yeah, I would definitely say though, for younger, like for me, I've definitely had better experiences here than I would have in the US. You know, because I was able to play with the schoolgirls 2 years ago, represent WA and go over to the East Coast and play, and then go to Bali and represent WA again. You know, in the US, you would just be playing high school ball, and then you go to college. But here,
so the opportunity.
Yeah, definitely, playing with women at such a young age has helped me develop with, faster pace shooting, getting your brain thinking quicker on those through balls and everything. But then back to the U.S., we have the college system, which gets the girls ready. And, you graduate at 22, 23, and then you're scouted for the national team. Whereas here, you don't really have that middle, jumping stone to get to the pro team. It's you just go pro right away.
Buffer. Yeah.
Yeah. I've just did a quick Google and I've literally just found the girl's name was
Rapinoe.
Rapinoe?
Megan Rapinoe, yeah.
Rapinoe, that's her name. Megan. And she was, and just looking just on her stats, 150 games, 50 goals, 59 assists. Like
There's a weapon.
The girl is a goal scoring machine. Just everything around the goal. The 18-yard box is hers, which is amazing. So yeah, she.
And the crazy thing is though, she's sometimes a starter, but sometimes not. So even like the U.S. bench players they're crazy good. But it's again because we have such a wide selection pool. Out of college, you can choose from 50 states, and you just choose the best of the best. And there's over, I think, there's about 2,000 just Division I colleges in the U.S.
That's crazy. That just reminds me of Men in Black. Like the very first one. He's like, "Why are you here? We're here to choose the best of the best of the best of the best, sir."
I reckon the training sessions would be incredible.
Oh yeah.
Just the first, the first couple of weeks where they get, a group of people together and then they start making the team selections. That'd be the intensity would be incredible.
Yeah, that's for sure. But no, definitely, it's awesome. But now's your time to shine.
Speaking of intensity,
Miss Campbell, do you have any questions for Miss Yatesy?
Just because I got to top one, right?
Mr. Yatesy and myself. Any particular questions burning in your brain that you need to get out? That you need to get out.
I got a cheeky question. All right, what sport would you guys play if it wasn't soccer? I feel like if you ask a goalkeeper what position, they always say striker. I feel like every goalkeeper says that.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what sport?
I think for me, I wouldn't be a striker because I'm an awful goalkeeper. I'd probably be a midfielder or something like that.
Do you mean
we'll
sports
do
or
both.
position?
I thought you were going to both say striker, but now you're switching it up. So now I'm interested in that as well.
Yeah, nah.
Well, see,
yeah, he'd probably pick striker. I would go
I wouldn't say I like that holding role to hold the ball up and have a strike from 50 yards out. But for a sport, it's really, really hard because I really would like to do goalkeeping, but for ice hockey.
Oh, an ice hockey goalkeeper.
Yeah, I just wish I could get a bit more physical because goalkeepers in ice hockey don't really get that physical. You don't see them fighting. But that or I don't know.
It's a hard thing. Do you know what? I'll throw a curveball in here. If I wasn't a goalkeeper, I'd probably still be pursuing dart.
Dart.
Because I love darts. It's my guilty pleasure. And the athletes that play darts, all right, these athletes, they are amazing. All right,
sounds like that could be a challenge.
And I tell you what, it takes immaculate skill to throw that little dart and that tiny little treble 20 over and over and over. And I don't think people realise.
And holding a pint glass in the other hand.
Drinking a pint at the same time.
There's that balance there in that one eye, that pirate when you're like, trying to throw it.
It's me and my dad absolutely love to watch darts, and we watch it all the time. And we've got a few Scottish players that we love to watch, and Gary Anderson and Peter the Snakebite Wright.
Who's the guy that always has a funny coloured mohawk?
Peter the Snake Guy,
There we
right?
go. So I don't know.
Yeah. You see, if you know of him,
I know of him. Yeah.
So, and that's how it's almost a bit of a performance with him as well, which is kind of cool. And yeah, I absolutely love. So, and I went through a bit of a phase where I actually loved playing darts, and I was throwing. I got some nice darts. Got a custom made dart shirt. You know, Tommy the Gun, Livingstone, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna tear up the Sunday pub league.
Ladies, put your queefs back in the dart thing. Here comes Tommy Gun.
But yeah, look, and I had my entrance music picked out, and I used to play the old AC/DC. I think it was Shoot to Thrill. Shoot to Thrill. I love to walk into my living room,
and his business is like, turn it down. I'm trying to sleep.
And I do. And I talked myself into my own intro as well, like Tommy the Gun Livingstone, like, and I waved to the imaginary crowd.
What about you, Joe? Since you've given us that question, why don't we just let's flip it around?
Let's
what about yourself? If you went a goalkeeper, what would you be?
Probably basketball. Yeah,
you did say that before.
I played
didn't you?
basketball
What
for
you wanted to
probably
do.
4 years back in the U.S. And I just loved it. I loved getting in, just, you fight for the ball and being one of the tallest ones out there.
Yeah. It's almost like goalkeeping a little bit too, isn't it? Like being like on your toes, getting ready for it and fighting for that ball. Do you have a favourite player?
I don't watch basketball that much either. I just like to play the sport.
A team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just be bandwagon
LeBron,
and just be like LeBron.
the Lakers,
forever,
the Chicago Bulls.
MJ.
I'm old school. I like Charlotte Hornets and Alonzo Mourning. Like, I'm talking old school, like early 90s.
That's very old school.
I'd have to choose the Nuggets. That would be my favorite team.
The Nuggets.
Yeah.
It's such a bad... The Nuggets.
Golden
What am I having for dinner? Nuggets.
Is it Golden State Nuggets?
No. Denver.
Denver Nuggets.
Denver Nuggets. Is that correct?
Something. I thought. Yeah, it's not the Golden State.
I think so. That sounds right.
So it's something gold related.
Yeah, Golden State
Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, Warriors. Yeah.
So it's definitely not Golden State Nuggets. But if a nugget is good, it will be in Golden State.
Well, that's true. And there was a lot of panhandling going on in America back in the day, so that's how some of those places got formed.
Oh, classic.
Those cities. There's something I learned. There we go.
Golden Nugget.
That's how a lot of the cities got formed, with the people would come in with the gold rush, like over here.
Do you have any other questions for us, Jamie? We'll give you another stab, because we enjoyed that question. Is there any other ones?
I think that was it. I was trying to think of some questions. That was the only one that I could think of.
That was it?
No, that was a very, very good
It was
question,
good, though. It was good. And I got to
relive your dart
I got to fill in Yatesy a little bit more about my past life, which he probably didn't know about.
I've actually got another spot that I'd like to, and I've done it a bit before, is actually a catcher for baseball or softball.
That is fun.
That is pretty cool as well.
I've done it for softball. It's like a winter comp that they run.
I like the mitt.
The mix.
The mitt catching. It's good fun.
Actually, we played in this winter comp. It was a mixed league. It was last year, and we won it, which was amazing.
Oh, yes.
And
everyone loves to win.
I think I hit the ball maybe 5 times out of the 10 games I played. But the to be a catcher, I think I made 2 or 3 catches where it's come off the bat, and I've just gone, oh yeah, I can get that, and just typical dive.
Yeah,
caught that. But then I played outfield, and this ball came up, and I've jumped to catch it, and I don't know what happened. It hit my arm, head, leg, and then as I was falling to the ground, I tried to kick it up in the air, and I completely muffed it. But
classic.
Yeah, it was good. So that'd be another sport I'd like to try.
Yeah,
those guys get paid a lot of money just to walk 3 bases.
I love T-ball because it
does it move?
Because it doesn't. I'm going to hit this ball somewhere. I don't know where, but at least I know I'll probably hit it. If it's softball or baseball, I'm like, I don't know where you're going to throw this.
But just remember, Tommy, when you're running to those 3 bases, you can't take the bat with you.
Yeah, I'd be one of them guys that try to swing the bat at the
people. I'm going to hit you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely loves it. No, thank you very much for joining us today, Jamie. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Make sure you keep us on Skype, because we want to hear more about your journey in the US, and it will definitely be a lot different Skype call with the time difference and stuff. but we will jog around that. Even if we have to phone call you early in the morning while you're late at night, we will figure some out. But we definitely want to hear more from you about your journey.
And definitely
as well,
super
in the
excited. I think
US.
it's 12 hours exactly, so it'll be 12 hours behind. We will be
12 hours.
nah.
That's actually not
Yeah,
too
it's
bad.
pretty easy.
around
Like calling the coach and everything.
That's doable.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. No, that. Awesome. No, but thank you very much for joining us, Jamie. Apart from that, we've been pretty good. So stay tuned. We're going to have a little quick break, and then we'll talk to you guys very shortly.
Wow. What an interview, Tommy. It's good to have Jamie on the show, eh?
Jamie is a really young and an amazing goalkeeper and really good person to chat to. Shout out to Jamie. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been awesome. Great little chat to her. And for those of you that are still watching, we love you. Absolute legends. Still watching and tuning in and listening to us. To support the channel, all you need to do is hit that comment section, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, do whatever you want, anything, and just let us know. If you like what we're doing, if you don't like what we're doing,
if there's something you want us to talk about, or
Yeah.
someone who you think would be good to interview, let us know, guys. This is where we're here for you.
exactly, that's what we do it for. And stay tuned as well for more episodes as well, and we will bring Jamie back on the show when she is in America. And we're going to follow her journey as well, because I reckon she's going to be going real places as well. So I think it'd be awesome to kind of follow her through her journey, and she can give us a little bit of an insight as to what it's really like in America as well. And
and being right there and there,
exactly,
and what's going on.
Stay tuned more for that as well, and we'll definitely keep in touch with her, and we're going to get more goalkeepers on the show and discuss everything that we love to chat about, which is goalkeeping. But I think that's us done for today.
Well, I think we should say to everyone, good luck on the weekends.
Yes.
Saturday or Sunday, be safe, look out for yourself, clean sheets and clean gloves.
Yes, safe hands and a clean sheet to all you listeners out there. So awesome. I've been Tommy Gun.
They make me Yatesy.
And this has been Inside Six Yards, guys. Take care, stay safe.
Peace.
Clean sheets to everyone.
Woo!